Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel if you're new here. My name is Mary, and today I'm going to be talking through some of my YouTube and reading and life goals for 2023. My eyebrows look crazy right now, but it's just been one of those days so far. It's a Sunday, so this video might go up today, honestly, because the other video I have planned to go up today is long, and it's going to take a while to edit, and I haven't had time to edit it yet. I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about what I'm planning on doing in the new year, reading-wise, channel-wise, life-wise, etc. So I have a couple of goals in each category. So I guess I'm going to start with my reading goals. As you can see behind me, even over here, let's show you all of the glory. These are all of the books that I own that I haven't read yet. And this isn't even all of them because I'm only putting the next book in the series that I haven't read, or the first book in the series if I haven't started it yet, but I own multiple books in that series. But I think there's other books also that I haven't read, but I'm not that interested in reading, so I'm not putting them up here because I live with my fiance. He owns books too, and some of them were his books growing up. But these are the books that I'm going to be trying to build my 2023 TBRs off of. So I've been saying I'm going to do this every year since pretty much the year, like 2021, I guess. So only 2 years. But still, like, I own a lot of books. I read a lot from my library, which I love and I really highly support. And honestly, I will probably get a lot of these books read through ebooks and audiobooks that I will get from my library. I'm going to be really honest with you. I also have a Kindle that is full of books that I have not read. The reason I'm not prioritizing my Kindle as much is because, if you've been here before, you already know this, but I share a Kindle account with my mom and my sister. Because for a while we had Kindle Unlimited. We don't have it anymore. I kind of want to get it again. I'm going to try to pare this down a little bit before I consider doing that. Anyways, I share an account with my mom and my sister, which means that any book that any of us gets is on all of our Kindles. So they're not all books that I'm super interested in reading. It worked better, I think, for my sister and my mom because they have very similar reading tastes. I have a different reading taste than them. I think they're really into historical fiction. I am not as into historical fiction, I'm realizing. My mom is also more into like chick-lit-y romance, and I'm a little more into like, not erotica at all, but like I like a little more like smut in my romance, and my mom does not like that, which is fine. I'm also more into fantasy, and neither my sister or my mom are into fantasy at all. So thus I share an account with them, but I'm not prioritizing my Kindle reads, and that is why. Instead, I'm prioritizing all of these books, most of which I bought myself, that I have not read, and I would like to pare these down. So that also means that I'm going to be changing my TBR game a bit. I don't know exactly how. I change it every year, the prompts on it. I didn't really use it that much this year because it was overwhelming for me, and I need to figure out a way, whether it's instead of me picking a card at the beginning that tells me I'm going to read a certain number of books, I'm going to have like a base number of books that I build my TBR off of, and then hopefully I will be able to get through those 5 books, say, or even 4, so I have 1 per week, because that will allow me to mood read around. I still read like 10 plus books a month, but if I have more space to mood read, I will feel better about it. I'm also going to try to do some more vague categories, so, because I don't own a ton of every genre on my shelves, so I'm going to try to put more of the books that I own genres of on my TBR game, because I would like for it to be a way for me to get my actual physical TBR down. The other thing I'm really wanting to do in 2023 is I would like to prioritize reading NetGalley arcs. I got my first NetGalley arcs in November of this year. I have not read any of them because I'm overwhelmed and because I got a lot of holds in from my library around the same time. NetGalley arcs, from what I understand, are just going to sit on my e-reader, or I use my phone with the NetGalley app until I read them. But I need to actually read them. So I'm planning on trying to do a NetGalley reading vlog. I know a lot of creators do these. I might try to do them twice a year or once a quarter. You'll have to let me know. I guess I'll see how it goes the first time I do it. But I would like to get my NetGalley numbers up, down. I would like to have my percentage of reviewed up, because I think right now it's at 0%. Those are most of my reading goals for the year. I always set my Goodreads reading goal to 100 books. It has not been hard for me to hit that. And I don't foresee it being hard for me to hit that coming up, just because I do prioritize reading. It's one of my biggest hobbies. It's something that I just do when I have nothing else to do. A lot of the times I will just put on an audiobook when I'm cleaning the house, when I'm going to work. But the other thing I wanted to say is I'm not saying that I want to read less than I did this year, but I would really like to prioritize absorbing what I'm reading, because I feel like sometimes I've been reading, specifically when I set deadlines for myself to read. Like my TBRs were a deadline to read that month. And I think that was almost a disservice to those books because I was not able to like fully grasp what I was reading. And I also want to be in a better position to be able to say, you know, this could be a book for me, but right now I'm not feeling it and I want to put it down for now. And maybe I'll never pick it up again, but I do know myself, so I want to give myself the benefit of being like, yeah, I know what I like and doing what I want, if that makes sense. So those are my reading goals for the year. Channel-wise, I really dropped the ball when I was studying for the bar this summer, and I don't think I ever really got my groove back. So I would like to go back to posting 2 videos a week. I would like to stay doing reading sprints. I haven't done them, and I don't think I'll do them for the rest of December, just because it's not that it's like a lot of time to dedicate. It's just I have to figure out a schedule that works for me, because I do have fun when I do them, but it means that I can't do other things during that time. And my weekday evenings are really like chore time, kind of. It's a little bit of chore time, a little bit of like relax time, and I want to like be able to have reading sprints scheduled in at a time that makes sense. And I liked Tuesdays at first for that, but now I'm gonna like reconsider and see where I really think that should go. Another video that I want to bring back in the new year is my reading journal or my bullet journal videos. I'm trying to get 2 journals this year so I can have like my life regular bullet journal and then have an actual reading journal, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Maybe I won't do that this year. Maybe I'll add it in if I feel like I use my journal a lot and have time, because bullet journaling I really started using to like plan my life, and honestly I've been using a Google Doc spreadsheet thing to plan my life, and it's worked pretty well for me. I'm able to have like checklists and to-do lists, and because it's digital, I don't have to like erase anything or draw anything to let me know that I moved it. I can just copy and paste it from up here to down here if I don't have time to do it on a certain day, which has been really helpful. I do watch a lot of planning videos on YouTube, and I don't want to make planning videos the way that some people do, but I would like to get back into planning. So this is kind of like a life thing and a channel thing, because I liked to film my spreads. I need to figure out a good place here in the new house to film them. But I did like that little creative outlet. I thought it was really fun, even though most of the time I'm literally just copying what other people have done, and I'm like making it my own because I'm not a very good artist, but I do want to get back into that. I really dropped the ball. I didn't even make December spreads this year, and I didn't use my November ones because the way I was doing them wasn't working for me, so I need to figure out a way that I can make that work for me better, because then I think I will use it. And obviously it's fun to make videos about it, but if it's not actually working for my life, it doesn't make sense for me to be doing it at all. It's just kind of a waste of time. So that is something that I want to get back into doing. I don't know if I want a weekly vlog, but I do want to start trying to make monthly vlogs, because I like vlogging and like filming little bits of my life and just putting it up here. It's almost more for me than for you at this point, because it's just fun to look back on videos of stuff that I've done. I would love to hear your feedback on that if you think that I should weekly vlog, but the reason I don't like weekly vlogging, or not that I don't like it, but the reason that I don't really do it is because I like to try to make themed reading vlogs, and I know myself, and I know that if I give myself a 1-week deadline, I need to start filming it like 3 weeks in advance so that I have time to read those books within that theme, because I'm gonna want to read other things in between. I've been so discouraged. There are so many videos that I filmed this year that I just didn't put up because I couldn't find time to edit them. By the time I found the time, I was like, no one's gonna want to see this now. I almost didn't put up my bromance book club reading vlog, but then I talked about it so much that I was like, I have to put this out. But yeah, I want to get better at like knowing myself and figuring out ways to like schedule videos far enough in advance that I can actually be successful at making them. I'm also getting married this year, and so there are going to be like 3 weeks where I don't think I'm going to have time to film or edit or do anything, because I'm going to be getting married and then going on my honeymoon, and I don't want to be worried about channel stuff. So I need to decide if I want to go down to 1 video a week during those 3 weeks so that I just have 3 pre-filmed videos, or if I want to do more. Another channel goal that I have is I want to keep doing the new releases videos, because I like learning about new books that are coming out. I find that really helpful for me. Again, it's a video that's more for me than anyone else, I think. But I want to know your input. If you don't watch those videos, is it because they're really long? I've sort of been doing it as like a blind react type video, but should I go through and like actually pick out books that I'm interested in reading and only talk about those? If that would be more helpful for you, I kind of liked the style that I did because I feel like it covered a broad range of things that were coming out, but I don't want to talk about books that no one that watches me is interested in. If you guys have similar reading tastes to me, that doesn't really make sense. I also want to know, is it helpful that it comes out in the middle of the month, so some of the things are already out, or should I be doing it like at the first week of the month, so things are coming out that month, or should I do like a wrap up at the end of the month for all the things that came out that month? You'll just have to let me know when you think it makes sense to post that month's releases, because the way I've been doing it is sort of the middle of the month. That way some things are already out, some things are coming out, and I have videos. Like, I do my wrap-ups at the beginning of every month. I do my TBRs and my bullet journaling videos when I do them. I do them at the end of every month. To me, it made more sense to do those in the middle of the month. That way I have, like, a scheduled video that I know what I'm doing for that, so I don't have to come up with more ideas. But you'll have to let me know what makes the most sense to you, because you watch them. Or if you don't watch them, let me know if there's something I could do that would make you want to watch them, rather than the way that they are. So I know that they're really long, so I don't know if that's deterring people, or if people are deterred because I'm talking about a bunch of random books that you may or may not care about. Just let me know. And the last channel thing, I already kind of talked about it with my reading goals, but I do want to figure out a way to make my TBR game work for me again. So I am probably today, probably today, that's when I think I'm going to have the most time. I'm probably going to go through my TBR game, revamp it for next year, and sort of decide on a number of books that will be my like goal every month for that game. I'm thinking 4, 1 a week, but I know that's not very many, but I just think that'll be the best way for me to be successful, and I might start with that and then move up if I feel like I can. I just want to have more flexibility with that game because I love my TBR game. Like, I love having one, and it's been really fun. I think I've gained a lot of subscribers based on the TBR game. Those are the videos that I do that get the most views, and not being able to do them has like kind of been a bummer for me. And I know that a lot of people who watch me probably found me from the TBR game, and that's the stuff that they like to watch. So you'll just have to let me know if you think setting 4 books a month, and then I can go up if I get a sorry or whatever. That way I'm not having like 15 books on that TBR that I know I'll never read. So that is my like last channel goal, I think. And the last thing, I guess, is just some life goals. So I graduated last year and took my first real lawyer job, which is very exciting. I don't really have any like goals that I feel like sharing with you pertaining to that, but I am getting married. I'm thinking if I do monthly vlogs, you might get some wedding content, because it's just what is going to be like taking up a lot of my life. It has taken up a lot of my life the last like 7 months, but I've shared a little bit of that as well. Like, I don't remember what vlog it is, but I showed my save the dates and like how I did them. So if you like that kind of thing, that would probably be in like a regular vlog. I do want to I'll probably talk about wedding stuff because that is the big thing that's happening in my life. You'll have to let me know what else you want to see in those vlogs, because I did join a gym, which is very exciting and different for me, because I want to learn how to like lift weights, I guess. Yeah. So I've been doing like yoga at home, but the gym that I joined has yoga classes on Wednesdays, so I'm probably gonna go to those. And I don't know, I just want to like be fitter and, you know, stuff. I don't really have any like goals pertaining to that, which is maybe bad. I just want to go. It's like a discipline thing and like a feel better about like my life thing, I guess. I still I like playing with my makeup. I would like to get back into, I have Instagram set up for cooking and for makeup, and I have not posted on either of them in a very long time. So I'm thinking about bringing back Project Panning to my makeup Instagram, because I do want to. I have a lot of makeup that I use regularly, but I have a lot of palettes that don't get a ton of use, and I would like to have them have pan in them. I do want to, I think I was going to set the goal of like 13 pans, so just one more than one a month, because I think I have some things that are close, and so I think that would be fun to document on my makeup Instagram. I don't think I'll talk about that too much on YouTube. The other thing, again, I have a food Instagram where I like to cook and then take pictures of what I make and like share recipes. I don't really develop my own recipes, which is why I don't really share recipes. I just like say where I got it and what it is. But I do want to get back into that, because I think was really motivating for me to try to like I don't know, be creative in the kitchen, I guess. And I get cookbooks a lot from my siblings for Christmas and stuff. So I do have a goal to try to cook 1 meal a week out of a cookbook at least. And I might up that to 2 meals a week because I have so many cookbooks that I feel like I have used a handful of recipes. But every time I do the thing my mom used to do when I was a kid where I like write down on the page what date I used it, how everyone felt about it, everyone being at this point me and my fiance, and then any substitutions or things that I changed for the recipe. And it's been really fun, so I would like to keep doing that as well. But that's gonna be it for this video. Those are some reading, life, and channel goals that I have going into the new year. Again, a lot of these goals I feel like would be hard to fail because, well, I mean, maybe not, but I try to set very reasonable, manageable goals for myself because I don't want to get burned out, and I'm very much a person where if I mess up one time on something, I will just forget about it forever and never do it again. So I'm trying to have like a lot of grace with myself, and I know myself, again, I've said that like 1,000 times in this video, but I'm just trying to be as patient with myself to go towards like becoming a better version of myself and the version of myself that I would like to be. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel if you would like to. I do try to post 2 videos every week, and I'm going to be continuing to try to do that. I try to do readings friends once a week. I'm going to continue to try to do those as well. And I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!